So the video you've all been waiting for, I'm going to show all my capital gains for the year 2018. Of course, I'm not going to look at the positions that I haven't sold that are in a loss position or even in a profit position. I'm only going to look at completed trades for the year. So I'll start with Investor's Edge. I'll go to transaction history. I guess I can start with my RESP account. I don't think there's much activity there. Custom range, January 1st, 2018 to, I'll just say January 1st, 2019. It'll be easier. Then I'll click search. Then I'm going to choose all trades. So it's going to include buy and sell. And as you can see here, I bought Enbridge, bought Bank of Nova Scotia, bought Barclays, bought Dollarama, bought AltaGas, but I haven't sold anything that I bought. So on the RESP side for Investor's Edge, really there's no capital gains because I didn't sell anything. If I go to my TFSA, get transactions, custom range, January 1st to January 1st, 2019, search, and then all trades. So you can see that in January I started off with selling ExxonMobil, Cominar, and then I bought General Electric at 17, which was one of the worst trades ever, or worst purchases. Bought New York Mortgage, Enbridge, Kraft Heinz, Enbridge, Orange, Dividend 15 Split Corp 2, Cenovus Energy in November. So actually, as you can see, also in my TFSA, I didn't buy or sell anything. I didn't sell anything. So I didn't have any capital gains on the TFSA side either on my Investor's Edge because I didn't sell anything. So it's really a bad year on the Investor's Edge side. The only thing I got from my holdings in Investor's Edge is basically the dividends and some covered calls that I sold at the end of the year. But in terms of capital gains, only Cominar and ExxonMobil, which I actually bought in 2017 and then sold in January 2018. So I'm not going to count them because it's not fully, because I didn't buy them in 2018. So moving on to Questrade, go to accounts, go to account activity. Of course, I'm going to choose January 1st to January 1st, 2019. That's fine. I'm going to deselect everything and leave trades only. And here I should have all the trades that I did in 2018. Hopefully it includes buying and selling in the same year, so I could see if I made any capital gain. So I'm going to export to Excel, enable editing. So let's see how many lines I have. Got 86 lines. Let's clean it up a bit. Holy moly. All right, let's convert these to numbers. This is the account number, doesn't matter. Actually, let's see if we can make a quick pivot table. So we're going to want the action, we want the symbol, and we want the net amount. All right, so here you can see American Airlines. So bought, spent 1,003, sold, got back 1,115. So here I've got the capital gain that I made, and obviously this is in US dollars. So let's just highlight this. Then I've got Apple that I bought but didn't sell. AltaGas I bought, didn't sell. Here I sold some covered calls. I've got Amazon that I bought, didn't sell. Alibaba bought that I didn't sell. Bombardier sold some covered calls. Barclays only bought but sold some covered calls. Got BK, so I bought, spent 1065, got back 1096. This I actually sold early just to liquidate. This I sold early just to get some cash in order to buy Facebook because I thought at 168 that was a great deal and I didn't want to miss out. But then now it's trading at like below 130, so definitely regret selling it early. Actually, BK, I don't regret selling it early because it actually dropped even lower. But I regret selling Starbucks early because it basically I bought it at 51, sold it at 55. My plan was to sell it at 57, but it went all the way up to 67. All right, so anyway, so BK, there's the capital gain here. BMO, nothing. Bank of Nova Scotia, nothing. Blackstone, nothing. DF, nothing. DFN, nothing. Dollarama, nothing. Ford, GM, I've got the $224 here. H&R Block, $95 here. Albrand, $74 here. So these amounts here are after commission. This is my net profit. Pepsi, $90 here. Procter & Gamble, 41. Qualcomm, 48. Tesla, 65. Walmart, 116. And I've got some ExxonMobil that I also bought in 2017, sold in 2018. That's why there's a mix here. Same thing for Ford. So I'm not going to include the ones that I bought in 2017. And WestJet over here at 85. All right, so if we add them up, if we add the US dollar ones, so we made about 897 US. Let's average it at 1.3. So about 1161 Canadian capital gain, plus the WestJet here at 85. So in my Questrade account for 2018, total profit that I made from buying and selling is around $1,246. Evidently, that's a very bad year. Now, if I had sold a bunch of stocks on that Monday when the Dow Jones went up 400 points about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I could have added to that $1,500 easily. I had the chance to sell Qualcomm, ExxonMobil, Amazon, MasterCard, and Blackstone, all at a decent profit. Regardless, so this is the profit I made. This is the capital gain I made in 2018 in Questrade, basically from stocks that I bought and sold in the same year. And this is net of commission. Now, if I include the covered calls that I sold, which I started selling in November, so basically it's going to be the same thing, January 1st to January 1st. Deselect everything, leave trades highlighted. I'll export to Excel, enable editing. This time, I know I only need the sell orders because basically writing covered calls is selling call options. So it's only the trades where I sold options, and I'll only choose the options. So basically the ones that start with call. All right, so these are all the covered calls I sold in 2018. Obviously this one, and then I'll convert this to number. This 450 is a different transaction. This is just buying and selling call options. I won't include it. So the rest is really selling covered calls. So $844, and some of them are USD. So let's add a column, make the adjustment here. So if this equals USD, then multiply this by 1.3. Otherwise, just give me this value. I'm gonna put 0 here, not to interfere, and then sum it up. So on Questrade side, made 1,062 just by selling covered calls. On the Investor's Edge side, on the TFSA side, I'm gonna only look up sales. So it's not much, it's not worth extracting. I'll just add it to the list here. So 25, 35, 40, 22, and that's it. And if I look on the RSP side, custom range, well actually I know basically that I only started in November, so basically I only have, let's look at 3 months and then look at sales. So I only sold Barclays at $23. All right, so my new total is 1207 Canadian. All right, so if we add that to my capital gain, all right, so we said I made about 1242 capital gain with Questrade in 2018, plus the 1207 of covered calls selling. So I made around 2,500 profit with trades in 2018. And if we add to that the dividends of 1,200 that we calculated yesterday, so that's about 3,600 in profit. But of course, I've got a lot of positions that I haven't sold yet. Some winning, some losing. But not every year is going to be as volatile as this year or as crazy as this year. What matters to me is that I didn't have a better alternative. So there was no other alternative than this. Either leaving the money in a bank account, or not selling the stocks that I sold, or not buying the stocks that I sold. So I'm not happy with the results, but not too disappointed because I think I did the best that I could, except for that Monday where I didn't sell Amazon, MasterCard, and Blackstone. So I'm hoping for a much better 2019, especially with the covered calls strategy that I'm trying to apply since November. As you can see, in just 2 months of selling covered calls, I've made as much capital gains and dividends. So hopefully it turns out to be a good strategy, which allows me to generate a monthly income from stocks that I hold, and allows me to hold stocks longer so I can collect the dividends longer as well, and hopefully sell them at a better capital gain. I'm going to try to take it one trade at a time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Personally, I didn't, because I didn't realize how low the numbers were. So if you're going to open an account with Questrade to trade on the stock market, use my referral code in the description below the video to get between $25 and $250 back, depending on your deposit. Also check out the links in the description below the video to help support the channel. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching.